I'm making this video to try to help other people. So, my mom only had one asset, and I'm her only blood child, and my half sister stole my mom's only asset, and she didn't take me to probate court. She just thinks she could take whatever she wants and it's hers. And so I had to figure out how to take her to probate court, even though I'm head of all my mom's stuff. And all the credit card companies and stuff sent me all my mom's bills. So the way things are supposed to work is the assets get sold, the debts get paid, and anything that's left gets left to who's ever head of the estate or who's ever in the will. And so in my case, there wasn't really a will necessarily, but I'm her only child. And half sisters or half brothers aren't actually entitled to anything, so that could be part of why they had to steal. They felt some kind of entitlement, and they weren't willing to negotiate or even talk about splitting anything. So if you have somebody that steals from your estate and you want to try to get it back, you have to take them to probate court. And to do that, I did mine without a will because I tried to do it in a different county. I accidentally did it in the wrong county, and they sent back whatever paperwork I had. They're like, it's not a legal will. So I was like, whatever. I just needed it to go to probate court. So I started a formal probate case without a will. And read the instructions carefully, it's tricky. And so I had to fill out one of these, and I put the debt collectors that want money on it, so it notifies them of the court date. So I sent them the paperwork and got a court date for probate court against my sister. And so read through all the instructions carefully. It's a little bit tricky, but yeah, so you put in the county that your loved one died in, and you fill out the information saying, you know, my name is blah blah blah, and then so the tricky part is you make yourself the personal representative because you are. So you fill in, you know, your name here, and it's a little tricky, but you'll figure it out. I think I check marked this bottom one, I think. I wish I had a copy to show you guys. So, and here is where I put my sister's name, saying like she's the one contesting, even though I'm bringing her to court. So I stuck her name in as wanting to have a cut, even though she went and already stole her cut. But that could, I don't have court against her for another month or two, so we'll see how that turns out. But she's gonna end up probably having to pay me back and some interest, because you can't steal from the estate. It's a big no-no. And then once I prove it, I can press charges on her for stealing the vehicle, transferring it into her name, selling the stolen property, forging the title. Like, she's probably gonna get in a lot of trouble, but I won't know for a couple more months. And then, yeah, you fill it all out, and then you get a court date. I'm not sure if exactly how the rest of it works exactly, but I figured out this much by myself. And then if you don't make enough money each year, you can file all this paperwork for free. Otherwise, you have to pay the $350 to file it with the courts. And everything is like electronic online now. So there's two different websites. One website is for forms, and the other is an exhibit website on which once you get a case number, that's how you file your evidence, is digitally. So any paperwork you have to scan it into your scanner, which there'll be a scan option on your desktop for your printer. And then that's a little tricky to figure out too, but you add a page and add a page to turn a bunch of pages into one giant PDF form. So I was able to crunch 40 pages of paperwork into one PDF form, and then like another 5 pieces of paperwork into one. So I made submitting my evidence somewhat fairly easy, but it took me a long time to figure it out. Like it probably took me 200 hours to even figure out all this information I just told you. But read the instructions carefully and fill out everything you're supposed to and mail whatever you have to whoever, even if you don't know what you're doing, and it will save you a bunch of money in attorney fees. And then just go to court and hope for the best. Hopefully I was a help to anybody that's had assets stolen from their estate from family members that didn't deserve probably anything, which they think that you didn't deserve anything, but they're just going to gaslight you because you're head of the estate. So, who knows? Might cost them a lot more in the end for stealing. I'll know in a couple months or something.